All right, have and have not fans, this video is going to be all about Candace Young. I'm actually having two video ideas about Candace. This one's going to be particularly everything falling apart. As we saw in the last episode, and as I said in my episode review, I didn't want to touch on the Oscar and Candace interaction because I felt it deserved its own video. And wow, sorry if I sound a little out of breath because I just finished recording 3 more videos for the haves and the have-nots. Because long story short, tomorrow at work, and again, I work in the call center. If you're not aware, I work the early shift, and you can imagine working in a call center for 8 hours can definitely do a lot to your voice. So I'm trying to not push myself too hard because I know I have to go to sleep soon, wake up early, go through a day. I just want to pre-record these, that way throughout the week I can edit these as proper and post them. That way this weekend I give my vocal cords a much needed rest. So this particular video, and I have to say that this was probably one of my favorite Oscar scenes, not necessarily just because of the, him pulling one over on Candace with the fake money, but just the dialogue itself. He opens the door, cuts on the light, wake up, boom, just throws the bag on the bed, and that's it. He's like, here's $250,000. Give me what you got. And then Candace trying to pull a fast one on him in terms of, I'm not going to let you destroy this good man who wants to become the president of the United States, blah, blah, blah. And he's quick to call her bluff in terms of, oh, I'll help you. I'll say yes, give me the money. Because he knows who Candace Young is, and that's somebody who's going to blackmail. And the best part about this is that Candace is going to learn soon enough that her, rough side of the neighborhood corner, hustle ways are not going to work in this game. And it's just amazing because I think Jim Cryer said this best a few seasons ago when I think if I'm not mistaken, he talked to Warlock in the jail, or he said this to Warlock in the war room, that Candace's biggest flaw is that she thinks that she's the smartest person in the room, and she doesn't know about this lead that she's about to play in. Remember how scared she was when it came to the Malones back in season 2 when she got abducted? Because the gains were a little bit higher. This wasn't just a judge she was blackmailing for a sports car and $100K. This was somebody who was running for governor. And Mama Rose alluded to the fact that, hey, one day he's going to be in the governor's mansion, and then the next day he's going to be in the White House. And then Candace scoffed at that. Now, don't you find it ironic that she's trying to mess with somebody who's maybe going to be in the White House and she's about to be in some trouble? I like the way you wrote that, Tyler. I don't know if you wrote that on purpose that way, but if you did, great writing. Now, I'm just thinking about the fact that Candace could have gotten the help she needed right there. In terms of, she has nothing. She literally has nothing. She doesn't have her son anymore, which she oddly enough doesn't know. And I'm pretty sure that everybody, even the characters not even involved in Candace's life, like Veronica and Mama Rose, know that her son is dead. I mean, Mama Rose heard Jim on the phone when he was talking to Warlock about a kid being killed, but not Candace's son, so she doesn't know. But she knows somebody was shot, but not Mitch. And I'm just thinking to myself that there's just so much that Candace doesn't know. She's just as stubborn as Hannah in terms of being prideful. It's like, look, I've dealt with bigger devils than you. I'm not worried about these people you're talking about. And I'm just thinking, well, she didn't know about the Malones, and Jim warned her about the Malones back in episode 2, and she didn't worry about it. Then she got abducted, and then we saw how that ended up. Now she's messing with people who are running for White House. As Oscar said, billions of dollars here. Presidencies are bought, not earned. It's just crazy how accurate those statements are. And then here's what got me. If I'm not mistaken, in the teaser for next week, her and Charles are laying in bed, and he was like, you don't know anything about me. You don't know who I really am. And then he said Benson. It's like, what's Benson? I'm pretty sure that's a code word, because in the preview we saw that a bunch of Secret Service people come into the room, and then he's like, I don't like being blackmailed. And Candace is probably going to be thrown out. And I don't know about you, but when he said Benson, all I could think about was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when Will's at the pool hall get hustled, and then he's like, Jeffrey, break out Lucille. That's what I felt like when he said Benson, and then all those Secret Service people, I guess, come out of the woodworks. If I were a gambler, man, I would say that would be a great way to end the next episode on a cliffhanger. The cliffhanger being that, Candace is in the room with Charles. Things seem to be going well. And then the next thing you know, Secret Service pop up. I think that would be a great cliffhanger. I'm calling it now. Now, here's the thing. I feel like Candace has to lose it all because, again, she had the opportunity to work with Oscar. I mean, yeah, he gave her the fake bills, but I'm pretty sure Oscar knows Candace well enough that he would have given her real money, but only after he was given the intel. Not to mention the fact that he had a feeling Candace would double cross him, and he was right. And the thing that got me is like, oh, now you owe me $3.7 million. It's like, that's Jim Cryer's money. No, that's my money. And that just lets me know right there, she's still the spoiled little brat that she's always been. And honestly, as I said in the video about Quincy Jr. being shot, it's bad that he got shot, but it's good because I really hope it does a lot for her character in a positive direction. Because she really, really needs to open her eyes to the truth, because I feel that she's going to lose her little con, realize Oscar was right in terms of, oh, my blackmailing didn't work, now I'm thrown out. And I'm pretty sure that him being having Secret Service and whatnot, Candace tries to blackmail him. I'm pretty sure she might wind up dead, because again, these are huge political figures right now. And you see how Jim Cryer had the Malones in the shadows. There's no telling what somebody running for the presidency will have, especially after Charles was like, you don't really know who I am. So I'm just like, oh snap. And again, Candace making the ploy of, oh, well, he's a good man. It's like, you know that she didn't want, you know, she was just trying to play Oscar. In a way, she might have seemed sincere, but as Oscar pointed out, she's only doing this for herself, like saying that she'll help him and whatnot. No, it's all for her own gains, because she said she's not in for it in the long run in 8 years time. So that really lets you know right there, she's trying to make a quick buck, and then she's going to lead the scene. Now, I guess this leads up to my point, and this might be continuing my other Candace video. And the topic of that video, spoiler, is something everybody's been asking me to do. How do I find, let's see. How do I think Candace will find out about Quincy Jr.? And that's his own video in itself. So I feel like she's going to be booted out of the hotel. You know, Charles is going to just throw her out of his life in terms like, look, you better not show those videos to anybody, or, you know, it's going to be trouble. So she's going to lose her bid with the potential president of the United States. Lose the room. Oscar isn't going to fund her anymore because, as he said, you know, she tried to blackmail him. So she is of no use to Oscar or his clients. So I don't think those two are going to interact anymore unless she tries to convince Oscar to get her help now, but it's not going to happen. And wow, it's going to come down to the fact that she's going to be with Erica in the lobby of the hotel, and next thing you know, Warlock's going to show up. So, and if I'm not mistaken, somebody pointed out in the picture that it looks like Warlock is in the same restaurant as Mama Rose and Jim. How Erica and Candace end up at the Malone restaurant is beyond me. I don't know, but those three. Warlock is going to show up to the table that Erica and Candace are at. I'm pretty sure that Candace is going to be invited to dinner by Erica. Erica is going to text Warlock and say, I got her here. If I were to get, you know what, I'll say that for my other video because I'm not sure where it's going, but I'm just saying that I feel like Candace is going to lose it all. You know, the fact that she tried to put on her big girl pants, playing in the game, she has no idea what the rules are because she's using her rules, but they're not good enough. So Charles is going to boot her out. She screwed over things with Oscar, and now she has no money. And I feel like her lowest point, she's going to learn about her son being killed. So personally, that's how I feel that things are going to play out within the next couple of episodes, because she literally had the golden ticket, but she wasn't patient. She wanted to get the quick buck instead of waiting things out. So with that being said, I feel like she made the wrong move by not trusting Oscar, because he was doing his job by getting the money that she extorted. So that lets you know right there where her true loyalties lie, with herself. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think that she should have worked with Oscar? Do you think that Charles is going to figure out, you know, who she really is and then throw her out of his life, and she's going to end up with nothing? So again, please like, comment, and subscribe, and keep your eyes peeled, because I will be posting a video soon about how I think Candace will find out about her son's death.